Hi guys, in this video I'm going to show you how to throw pretty much a whole 40-metre room on. I think it was a couple of metres over. Yeah, just quick board work. Threw it on in 2 hits and we staggered the sets, okay? So I did a quick video how to do a room quickly. See you at the end. Okay, here we are back on this job and we have a room which is very, very straightforward indeed. It's got one door, no windows, looks like a half decent size. I've got to prep it up with a screw, there's no beading to go on. And then plaster it. We should have this done in no time. It's all we got to do today because tomorrow I'm off to a wedding. It's Wednesday today and we're staying over, so it's Thursday and Friday of this week. I'm away, so we'll be back in here on Monday and that will give the guy here an opportunity to get some more stuff ready, as this is the situation out here. It's almost ready in there, I guess. This room is just about ready. Okay, I wouldn't be surprised if we can get all this room live at the same time, have the whole thing on. Right, let's get on, shall we? A quick look at what we've done previously. So the first day we got in, I set up my tools, got my tools set up in here. Obviously prepped and plastered this on the first day, which is something like 40 metres in here. Then this room turned out to be a 60-metre room, which we did just yesterday. So I'm quite pleased. We got a half decent sized room done in a day. I was able to get some prep up on the first day. I got the windows beaded up, etc. So, just looking at these though, look at these. It's a tile. Look at the size of it. Jesus. in. But one thing I haven't shown in this room is this bit of dodgy boarding up here. Look. See it? It's wobbling in and out. It's behind the actual main part of the board. But fortunately, I've got this left in there. So I'm just going to dump that out and fill that now before it's flattening. Obviously, stop packing it out there. Okay, that's looking a lot better up there. Right, let's get around and flatten the ceiling in and this wall. So here we go, we're in the process of flattening in, and this is what I mean. But this large trowel, this is where it really does come into play. I know it's hard to see on the video. See how it covers such a large area, not leaving any trowel marks in front or the back. It's indicating to me we've got this really quite nice and flat, not so much smooth. We're concentrating on flatness. No hollows, but see, here's a couple of little hollows. Get all them. Again, we're picking up some hard little lumps. It's down to my tools not being cleaned properly. I.e. the bucket when I'm knocking up and my whisk is dirty. They're quite small lumps and I'm able to bury them. So here's one there. You see him? I can bury him. He's that small. Right. Should we clean the bucket right out, considering we've used everything up in there? Let's clean it right up. Let's knock up with fresh water. Bag and a half again, maybe a bit more. We've got a big window of opportunity now because we've got this ceiling and this wall in a really, really good condition. So we can let it go that little bit further if we need to, which is going to give us the time to get these other 3 walls on, I think. Might as well just do it, man. Okay, so we managed to get 1, 2, 3 walls on, and what have I got left? And the bucket. There is my bucket, and there is my hook, and that's the amount of plaster I've got left from judging how much to knock up for these 3 walls. I should do this for a living, shouldn't I? Yeah, judging how much I need, it's very much like Indiana Jones. In the beginning of Raiders of the Lost Ark, when he's got the bag of sand and he's kind of guessed the weight of the idol, and he takes the idol and puts a bag of sand on it, but of course he gets it wrong and the big boulder chases him. It's like in this case, we're not going to get a big boulder chasing us. So we're looking pretty good in here to have this done in a very short period of time indeed. Just checking back on these walls, yeah, okay, they're holding up, they're going a little bit further, but because we've got them in such a good condition, we can afford a little bit more time on them. Now these of course are still soaking wet because I've only just put them on. Now I need to fly around and flatten all these in exactly the same manner as I did the ceiling and the walls. Let's do that. Oh, it's a bit chilly at the moment, but I've had to take my trousers off.
The Enterprise is cold and drafty. I complain, but nobody listens.
Okay, so I've been around these 3 walls now and we're all completely flattened in and tidied up. So everything has had its first coat, so now it's time to think about putting our second coat on things now. So we're going to keep it broken up. Quite often I'm using dirty water from the previous gauge to speed things up, but I'm using cleaning out the bucket using fresh water every time to try and maximise our playtime with the plaster, okay? Yeah, so we need to get a second coat on this ceiling and just this wall because that's the first hit. And I'm going to guess about 2/3 of the bag, since it took about a bag and a half to get that on. So it's generally around about half as much again. Okay, so the ceiling and this wall have had their second coats, and now like this. It's gone rather neat because we did get that first coat as flat as we did. Now I'm going to turn straight back round and flatten these in, get them in an even neater condition, which is going to give us the time to get the second coat on this 1, 2, 3 walls that we got left. Oh, and by the way, this is what we had left from that 2/3 of a bag that we used to lay it down. Remember, it was a bag and a half to put it on. Okay, ceiling and this wall flattened in, and let's go again. We got to get these walls second coated. So again, I think it's going to be under a bag, 2/3. So let's do it. Okay, so the second coat has gone on this 1, 2, 3 walls, and as you can see, we are looking pretty tidy as we are already, even without flattening it in. Now, this is a bit of a toss-up point now. Kind of feel I need to get back on the ceiling in this wall and start giving it a wet trowel, because it's starting to pick up a little bit, and I'd rather get back on there because this has just gone on. So I have got a little bit of a window of opportunity to leave this before I come back and flatten this in. I could flatten this in right now, but then the ceiling's going away, and when I come to do the ceiling, it's going to be a little bit more hard work. So that's where we've got a little window of opportunity just on these walls now. I'm going to clean the bucket out, and then I'm going to take a wet brush to the ceiling and then to this wall, and then I'm going to work around these 3 walls and flatten them in. And that is pretty much what we're going to do for the rest of the day, what's left of it. So we did the right thing by dropping back and sorting the ceiling out. It was going, but it was on the edge of being comfortable. So now that we're still quite wet on here, so now's the time to pay attention to these 3 walls, which I'm going to do now. All we need to do is just keep working it in the same way. So I'm coming across the ceiling, then I'm coming down this wall, and then I'm working through here, coming down through the wall, through here, and then finally on this wall. And our timing looks pretty good in the sense that as soon as I've got down there, it's time to start again back at the ceiling. And also, it might be worth mentioning, the only tool that has touched these walls at the moment is this wet brush and this 20x5 carbon steel trowel. No other tools have been needed in here. No speed skins, no corner trowels, whatever else they've got out now. So yeah, I'm just going to continue round and round and round until it's done. Didn't be long. Okay, so we are keeping up with everything quite nicely. Everything's under control. We've got some little spots there that are browning off. So now we have finished what this needs to do. the 20 by 5 carbon steel, and we're going to switch over to this stainless steel flexible trowel by Rafina. It's a Flex 2, and what this is going to do is really close the surface in and give it that nice sheen that everybody likes. You can do it with carbon steel, but I just find these polish them up just that little bit more. So that's what we're going to do, and then we will be done in here. Okay, we are all complete in here, tidied up and stuff. So this room measures up at 42 meters square. It's not bad for one hit. Do 2 of those a day, then you're in for fun, aren't you? Okay, the time's pretty early. It's about 1 o'clock. I didn't get out of the van till about 8, and then messed around a little bit. So yeah, it was quite good going to get that all on in one go. So let's make like a tree and get out of here. Alright guys, yeah, that was just a quick video about how to throw on a 40 metre room and get it done quickly. If you enjoyed that video, well, do you know what, that was a really short video for me. Normally they get a lot longer than that. And the one that's going up, or the one bit further down the playlist, what's the date today? You'll be watching this on Thursday night, that's what I'm going to schedule it for. So I've got another one that's coming up, which is the one previous to this video, obviously, and it's going to be up in 4 minutes time. But I'm away, I'm going to a wedding tomorrow. I will be at a wedding. I'll probably, by the time you're watching this, I'll probably have had 1 too many Prosecco's or something like that. So, yeah, I'm going to be away. I'm staying away Thursday night, and we're coming back on the Friday. So if you did enjoy this little video, which quickly showed you how to do a 40 metre room in a very quick fashion, then please do look at the rest of the playlist, and there's loads of stuff. We've got loads of stuff. We've been going for just over a year now. I've got loads and loads of videos. We've been banging out 2 or 3 videos pretty much on average a week. So yeah, absolutely, I don't know what else there is to say about plastering, but I keep seeming to find something, and every now and again I might do a little impression. Like in this case it was William Shatner from Star Trek. On Star Trek like 55, when he's like really old, the Enterprise is cold and drafty. It was on an episode of The Simpsons I watched. I found it quite amusing. Okay, don't forget there is the Facebook group, which is called Plaster Master Smurf 74. If you want to engage with me and other plasterers, there's like 1,000 people on there. Come on over there, put pictures up of your own work, ask questions, blah 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 blah. It's all there. Right, I will see you when I get back, and we're going back into this job, and it's lucky I am away for this couple of days, because he's got this couple of days and the weekend to get on and get some more plastering ready for me. So I'll see you on the next video, which won't be too far away at all. Alright, take it easy.